Hello, SmallBizDavid, and welcome to an explanation of our Baby Boomer Boot Camp. It's a program of SmallBizDavid Foundation. I have been an exercise instructor for almost 15 years now, and I started out with an exercise called spinning. And that has evolved for me into becoming a cardiovascular trainer because I've had many heart issues, and I took a very weak heart back from 2009, and in 7-8 years time I am proud to say have very strong heart muscles, and it was basically because of the exercise that I developed. Okay, so about 5 years ago, I started teaching a class called Silver Sneakers, and if you are on Medicare and you have supplemental insurance to your Medicare policy, probably in most cases includes a program called Silver Sneakers, which is an exercise program geared to seniors, to baby boomers. For the last 5 years, I have been developing a program, and I've overlaid some additional training that I did at the YMCA organization, of which I've been involved with for almost 15 years. And also I have taken some of my own individual research findings, studying, readings, observing videos, whatever, and I've created a total program which I'm now calling Baby Boomer Boot Camp. Excuse me. I have observed some boot camps, not targeted to baby boomers, but just boot camps, and I've watched what they are doing, and knowing that seniors can't always do what I was watching. So I've adapted the basic concept and the basic principles to create this baby boomer boot camp. I wanted to show you the various equipment that we will be using. This is a resistance band, and actually I think it's my favorite piece of equipment. Very inexpensive, but there are many different things you can do. You can work upper body, you can work lower body, and I've even used it recent to create some new stretching for myself because of some lower body back pain that I was having. And I have a disintegrating disc between L4 and L5, and when it bothers me, I do some additional stretching that I've created with this band. I love it. We also use hand weights. These happen to be 10-pound hand weights. I'm actually in the classroom now using 15-pound hand weights. What I tell folks with the hand weights is take yourself to what you believe to be your limit, and see if you can go one step further. I would say that I have about a dozen people that exercise with seniors, all baby boomers, that exercise with me 5 times a week, most of them. And so I've been able to watch their progress, and in individual discussions I have with every single one of my class members, we talk about how you doing, how you feeling, do you feel more strength? The number one goal for seniors in exercise is balance. The reason being that more seniors show up in emergency rooms because of a balance issue. They've fallen, whatever it might be. So everything that we do keeps balance in mind, and strength is actually my second objective. Endurance is a third objective, and probably at least important to a baby boomer or well, I'm going to be 70 years old myself. Of least importance is actual speed, how quickly we do something. However, the more quickly that we do an exercise like working with hand weights, it has the capability of elevating our heart rate more quickly. And that, my friends, is the most important aspect of exercise, is elevating your heart rate. But to try to understand the true strength of your heart is taking your heart rate to its upper limits, and then how quickly can you drop your heart rate. If you can drop your heart rate 20 beats a minute, your heart is in very good condition. That's for baby boomers. That's for any age. So we work with weights. Actually, we work with weights every day. Currently, resistance bands are 2 or 3 times a week. We also use a ball, and we do this kind of thing with it, strengthening these muscles, making them the bones and everything work better, free them up, release the tightness that may be in them. And we also use a bigger ball. Now, as I'm putting together the boot camp, we may get more involved with the bigger ball than I am with the Silver Sneakers program that I do now. Ball is in it, but there's a lot of things that we don't do with the ball that I think could be done. So I'm going to incorporate more of those things into our boot camp. There are leg weights. These happen to be 10-pound weights. You put them around your ankles and do all kinds of leg lifts and strengthening the muscles in the lower legs and also the joints, freeing those up. You know, as we get older, and I'm living this right now as we speak, arthritis comes into play more and more. And I've been fighting some real problems with arthritis in the last 2 months, as a matter of fact. And I like to tell people that I've worked hard, very, very hard to strengthen my heart muscles in the cardiovascular training that I have done for myself. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. But as I say to folks, my muscles and my bones are 70 years old in a couple of weeks, and they wear out. They break down. So we have to do the things that kind of give as much strength to them as we possibly can. So with that in mind, I've worked with the boot camp also. I've developed the boot camp. Just recently, I started working with a band like this that we put on our kind of around our ankles, where we're working our inner thighs and our outer thighs with various routines that we do. And I think that about covers what we do. Now, the one thing that I'm working on to make it more meaningful is the cardiovascular aspect of the exercise. And I try to devote 10 to 15 minutes to that out of the hour for different exercises that we do. And that's a difficult thing because it's not a gymnasium that I'm in a big room with lots of equipment in the room. So I'm able to create a really nice cardiovascular environment, which we can't replicate in our home. So maybe I'll develop some cardiovascular stuff in that room. But the important thing is, what do you have in your home, or what can you put in your home that will help you to develop some cardiovascular strength? The one thing that we all have in our homes, although I actually don't have it in my home, I have it near my home, I live in an apartment, is steps. Steps, if you can move up and down steps very quickly, you are going to elevate your heart rate. And so that could be part of the cardiovascular training that we do within our Baby Boomer Boot Camp. So I think that's about it. So our program is going to be at about 10 o'clock every day. We will go through boot camp exercising for about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. And then after that, in our cool down period, because cooling down is very, very important to do as we do exercise, we're going to have discussions about topics that are relevant, important to seniors, baby boomers. And I have found the absolute best source of information to be the content and the materials that AARP puts out. And so I share that information on a daily basis with the classes that I do, and we plan to do the same thing. We'll take about a half hour and really delve into those issues, and we'll do that in our cool down period. Excuse me. So the Baby Boomer Boot Camp is going to be a standalone program, and you can join the program. Just beneath this video is an explanation of the cost to join the program. Very, very inexpensive compared to what it would cost you to go into a gym. And so we encourage you to get involved with us. I will creating a workout video, one video, so you can see exactly what it is that we're going to do, and you can have that. And then if you decide to join us on a regular basis, it'll be a little additional cost to you. If you join the SmallBizDavid Foundation as an ambassador at the $100 level, which is annual dues, you will have included in that whatever we do in some other programs that we have. Exercise will be a part of that program. So that's an explanation of what it is that we are attempting to accomplish. When we do it in a live daily streaming environment, you have the capabilities to communicate with me one-on-one, either through a chat session that we could do, or you can send me an email after we've done the exercise, and I certainly will answer you. Or some days we might have a group session and just entertain questions that folks have about their exercise routine. That's an explanation of the program, and I sincerely hope that you get involved with us. Our objective, our goal, our mission in the SmallBizDavid Foundation is to get a community of 10,000 ambassadors who are represented in every state of the union, and we hope you will become a part of that. So if you have any questions, please either call me directly at area code 513-696-6249. That's 513-696-6249. Or you can email me. The easiest, I've got a lot of email addresses. The easiest one to remember is smallbizdavid@gmail.com. Thank you for your time today, and we look forward to seeing you soon.